Over the course of the year, we have had the opportunity to take a look at the world we will be stepping into. The future of work will bring changes for the workplace as well as the workforce, bringing up several questions about how the government will shape policies to cope with these changes. Today, we will follow Sarah through her journey working at Clips, starting from her entry-level position to her executive position years from now.
I've been working here at Clips Office Supplies for a while now, and we've definitely seen changes over the years due to government policies. In the 80s, with tax breaks and deregulation, Clips expanded more than ever. Without all the regulations, corporate could run the company the way they wanted to, which included employment decisions, workspace environment, and business strategies. This is my cubicle. We all have them, but this one is mine. You see, with the internet expanding and becoming so popular in 1995, our company decided to take to the internet with more of our supplies to sell on e-commerce. It turns out this wasn't the best idea. We weren't able to keep up with our order supplies, and it was a little half-baked. But we weren't the only company that this happened to. With the dot-com crash, many companies that went all in on e-commerce suffered. We think technology will still play a role in our company, but for now, we decided to take a step back. However, in order to have an advantage over our competitors, we have to be constantly updating and researching our systems so that we can stay as efficient and effective as possible. This small piece of technology has revolutionized the workplace. I wonder what will change the way we work next. Take one long look at it, because at the way things are changing, it won't be this way for long.
Now that Sarah is a manager, she is responsible for delivering news about the changing workplace to her employees.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Thank you for taking the time to come in today. I just wanted to bring everyone together and discuss some changes that are going to be made.
I heard there's going to be some new technology in the warehouse. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, I hear the Terminator is going to be cutting ourselves. Great.
Well, not exactly the Terminator, but we will be issuing tablets to our warehouse workers to make tracking inventory easier.
That actually sounds pretty cool. It'll save us so much time.
Yeah, I guess, but what's wrong with the way we did things before?
It's definitely a change from the way we did things, but it's a change in the right direction. In order to stay ahead of our competitors, we have to adapt for the future. Sure, the old system we had worked fine, but this new system that we're bringing on board will be more efficient and, quite frankly, make your jobs easier. It'll keep us more organized and process tasks quicker. This is a positive thing.
I guess, but why do we have to change things that's not broken?
These warehouse workers don't yet understand that these iPads will replace their jobs entirely in the near future. This will not only leave them as unemployed workers, but also as untrainable workers in the technology-driven world.
Have you heard about the new iPads in the warehouse?
Yeah, they're super cool. I got a chance to look at them the other day, but I'm a little worried about them being too good.
What do you mean?
Well, I've done some reading lately, and it seems like this new technology is going to be replacing human employees really soon.
Well, we're IT people and we understand the technology, so that means we won't be replaced, right? But what about everybody else? Where would they even go?
I don't know. I mean, they've been loyal employees here all these years, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to the mighty dollar.
Speaking of the mighty dollar, have your benefits gone down? I went to get my prescription refilled the other day and my copay was through the roof. I know we had some hard times financially, but I thought we had recovered. Do you think this is something permanent?
I hope it's not something permanent, but I know the healthcare system recently has undergone a lot of changes. You're still finishing up school though, right?
Yeah, I'm just finishing up my master's degree. Honestly, I'm not even sure it's worth it anymore. At work, things are changing so quickly that the curriculum isn't even relevant. And not to mention, my student loans are through the roof. I feel like I need a second job just to pay them off.
Yeah, I can see that, because based on who I've talked to, a lot of people feel like their degrees actually are becoming obsolete. Although, speaking of student loans, if it makes you feel any better, I heard recently that the government is considering a new policy that'll require businesses to help you with your loans.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it. The government really hasn't done anything for me lately.
Well, one thing's for sure is that there's going to be a lot of changes around here. Only time will tell what that means for all of us.
Recently, we've been renovating and updating the spaces to better reflect the work environment here at Clips. We've even improved the quality of our benefits, which includes free food and open pantries, childcare, and paid maternity and paternity leave. On top of that, we now have a wellness center that our employees can use and enjoy. Their well-being is our top priority, and with all the essentials covered, why would you ever leave? Hi, how are you?
Hi, sorry, I'll be with you in just a minute. I'm just trying to find someone to pick up my kids from school because I can't today.
Oh, sorry, what happened?
Lately my manager's been cutting back my hours more and more and just changing my schedule, and it's very frustrating considering this is my second job that I use to support my family, and it's just not working. So at this point I'm just considering trying to find a third one because I wouldn't be surprised if I lose mine real soon.
Why is everybody losing their jobs?
Well, to put it bluntly, they have found a cheaper way to do things around here.
I guess the times are changing.
The new accommodations the company provides us are awesome. I mean, the cafe, the nap pods, the lounge. It's like a hotel. Why would I ever leave?
I guess it's pretty cool, but I kind of find it a bit odd. I mean, I know they're giving us all these perks, but I'm getting in here earlier and earlier, and I'm staying here later and later. To be honest, I feel bad, but I don't know how long I'd stay with this company if it wasn't for these perks. And on top of that, I barely see my family anymore. I feel so terrible about it.
That's true. I never really thought about it like that. It's almost as if they're trying to keep us here for extra hours.
But it's not even when we're here. I mean, management keeps calling me when I'm at home to work extra remote hours. And on top of that, they even asked me to come back in after I left. It's almost as if they don't realize that we have lives outside of work.
Our company has begun offering perks to our employees. We provide everyone with a free Fitbit watch that they can wear that tracks their health information. On top of Fitbit, we have no control over what third-party companies can collect this information. From an ethical standpoint, we have to be careful that this does not lead to workplace discrimination. Because the watches can track your health information, you can discern how healthy an individual is. As of now, there are no government policies preventing hiring decisions from this data.
How can the company tell how healthy I am? I mean, besides just looking at me.
Oh, we just track things like sleep rate, heart rate, and glucose levels.
Interesting.
Isn't it crazy how we get an insurance deductible just by wearing these Fitbits that the company gave us?
Yeah, it's pretty nice actually, but I don't know how I feel about wearing it all the time.
I mean, I think it really shows how management cares about our health and what we're doing to try to stay healthy, along with ensuring that we stay active while we're at work.
That's a great point. But you also have to consider that this is mutually beneficial for the company as well. The company is using the Fitbits to determine how many steps we take a day, and they're using that data to ultimately figure out how healthy their employees are and compute their cost of health insurance. So I don't know how I feel about it from an ethical perspective.
Why not though? I mean, why would it really matter if the company knew how many steps you took?
I'm not sure I feel comfortable with the company knowing that information. I don't know how the company is going to be using that data, and as a result of that, they might be using that data to make employment decisions on their employees.
Currently, the government has the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, which makes it illegal to discriminate against an employee based on gender, race, ethnicity, and so on. But as I said before, government tends to fall far behind technological advancements and is constantly trying to keep up. To ensure that our company is moving forward, I need to make sure that we are working with the best individuals possible. For that reason, Clips has decided to hire a consultant.
Hey, good afternoon, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Awesome. So, based on our recent reports, it's clear that we need to be more efficient as a company. What measures do you believe are the most important to look at moving forward?
Well, first and foremost, step one in efficiency is to start using automation, right? Automation is something that you're going to have to accept as a company moving forward. The reality is, you don't need the volume of employees that you currently have. Automation will cut 51% of the overall workforce in the near future. That equates to about 73 million jobs in the US alone.
Which employees do you think are most vulnerable?
For starters, anyone in manual labor. I was actually just taking a look at your company files here, and reducing the warehouse staff is the easiest way to cut costs for your company. A fully automated workforce is the future of the workplace. I know that Clips employs a lot of truck drivers and retail workers, for example, and those are the type of people that will feel the hit immediately. It's not just them, though. You have to think about the white-collar workers that will be affected as well.
I think I would have to talk to HR about the severance packages that we could offer them. We already cut half of our warehouse employees in favor of more efficient options, and I worry about where the rest of them would go, especially because many of them have been here for so many years and helped develop Clips to where it is today. I know that AI and computer programming can analyze data in a way that once required people. And considering that so many people train and get degrees for one specialized job, I know that they're going to struggle to find a different one.
Unfortunately, you need to be aware about spending now more than ever. For the sake of our plan, we have to focus on maximum efficiency, okay? If there's an opportunity for automation, I say go for it. Do whatever you have to do to get advantage of your competitors, because we've seen in the past what happens to companies that don't automate. The choice is yours, but as your consultant, I'm definitely advising for you to move towards automation.
Okay, now I was reading about some stores that have completely eliminated cashiers, which is something I believe we could implement to a few of our branches. With that being said, once again, I worry about where the retail workers would go considering they don't have the training necessary to grow with the times.
It then becomes a matter of ethics. Take supermarkets, for example. It would be extremely cost efficient for supermarkets to eliminate baggers and checkers and replace them with self-checkouts, pressure plates, RFID scanners. However, to keep people employed, especially those who can't find work, they often opt to keeping them around. As of right now, there's no law preventing you from downsizing your human workforce, so if you have to fire people to increase your revenue, then do so.
What are the other options for employment? We have lately been exploring the option of hiring more independent contractors.
Well, that's definitely a way to cut costs for the company. It's interesting because you don't actually need to provide them with the benefits. If you want to hire full-time employees, you could go as far as using data collected via wearable technology in the workplace to best choose your candidates. Another benefit of taking advantage of the gig economy is that you could focus on the skills that you need specifically. For example, creativity, communication, or emotional intelligence. All characteristics that humans have. Right now, the gig economy is booming more than ever, so you're looking at this at just the right time.
This is a lot to take in, but I definitely feel like I gained a much better understanding of what the future holds and how to adjust to it as a company. Thank you for all your help. I'll definitely have a lot to consider to change the company and to accommodate the future of work.
Absolutely, Sarah. If you have any other questions, you could always Skype me again. Have a good one.
You too.
With all the changes that we've already gone through and those that are coming, who knows what the future is going to look like? We make predictions and projections, but history shows that things always come sooner than expected. Automation, AI technology, and data analytics have totally changed the face of the workplace. No matter what comes next, the future of work will affect everyone differently.
Flexibility and an ever-evolving skill set.
Embracing change.
Adaptation and innovation.
Empathy.
Having the ability to understand human behavior.
Staying ahead of the curve.
The ability to think differently.
Me. I am.
We are.
We are the future of work.